Some movies come at you with explosions, jump scares, or Oscar speeches. This one comes at you with Steve Martin running like a malfunctioning scarecrow in a windstorm, arms everywhere, dignity nowhere. And somehow, that's exactly the right energy for this movie. Because Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a comedy that keeps slipping deeper and deeper into something much more human, until it catches you off guard in the best and softest way possible. Neil Page is all control, schedules, deadlines, and just wants to get home. He's the guy looking at the gateboard praying that for once, the universe will throw him a bone. And then Del Griffith enters, a man who operates on pure friendliness, pure chaos, and pure need for connection. He talks like he's been saving up words for 3 states. He tries too hard, he overshares, he overlaughs. He's the kind of guy you think is too much until you realize he's giving you more heart than you were ready for. And from the moment they meet, the movie becomes this slow dance between frustration and empathy. 2 men forced into each other's lives by fate, winter weather, and terrible transportation systems. Everybody remembers the jokes, the pillow scene.
Where's your other hand? Between 2 pillows. Those aren't pillows!
The awkwardness, that moment that feels like it was forged in comedy heaven. But the real pivot, the real moment the movie starts showing its heart, is right after that. Neil explodes on Del. He unloads every petty annoyance, every irritation, every bottled-up critique, and Del just absorbs it. It hits him, hurts him, but he still stands there with dignity that's barely hanging on. And he says the line no one expects in a goofy 80s comedy. I like me. My wife likes me. Not defiant, not defensive, just honest. From a man who's been insulted far too often and is used to apologizing for simply existing. John Candy delivers it like someone who hasn't had a real friend in a very long time. Travel delays, train breakdowns, bus rides, burned cars. The chaos hits every square on the holiday travel bingo card. But as everything falls apart, something else builds quietly. Neil softens. Del opens up without realizing it, and their disasters become the soil for a friendship neither one knew they needed. That's why the movie works. The comedy is loud, but the transformation is whisper-level quiet. Then comes the reveal, the softest, hardest moment in the film. Neil's on the train. He's finally on his way home. The nightmare is over. But then his brain pulls the emergency brake. He starts replaying all the odd little things Del said, the way he talked about his wife, the missed details, the empty spaces. It doesn't add up, so he goes back, and there's Del, sitting alone on a bench with a suitcase that's been his life for 8 years.
Marie's been dead for 8 years.
8 years. And he's still telling stories in the present tense because it's the only way he knows how to keep her close. That line doesn't come with dramatic lighting or swelling strings. It comes small, quiet, honest, like a man trying not to break again. John Candy doesn't play it for tears. He plays it like a confession he's never been able to give anyone. That's why it hits so hard. Neil doesn't lecture him. He doesn't apologize in a Hollywood way. He just brings him home. He brings him into the warmth, into the noise, into the love, into the thing Del's been trying to imitate with jokes, stories, and too much friendliness. The film ends on Del's face, that mix of wonder, longing, and gratitude. It's heartbreaking and beautiful at the same time. And it says something real. Loneliness doesn't always look like sitting alone. Sometimes it looks like trying too hard, talking too much, laughing a little louder to fill the silence. This movie reminds me, and probably a lot of us, that people around us might be carrying quiet battles we know nothing about. It nudges you to slow down, to pay attention, to look past the surface, to stay open to the Del Griffiths in your life. And it nudges you to be grateful, not just in words, but in awareness, for the people waiting for you at home, the ones who love you without the theatrics and without the chaos. Sometimes a simple comedy, a Thanksgiving road trip disaster, is used to tap you on the heart and say, look around, be present, be thankful, love people better, and that's why this film stays with you. It's one of those films that sneaks up on your heart long after the laughs are over. Until next time, keep your heart open, your gratitude real, and always stay rated.